Marvel Comics, villains, designs. Let's go. Hello, YouTube. Axiom here once again, and doing these videos back to back because in the last video, I did my favorite Marvel Comics heroes' favorite character designs. So in this one, I'm doing Marvel Comics, still sticking to Marvel Comics, but now I'm doing my favorite villain character designs. So let's just get right into it. Number one on the list or number five, however, sometimes I count down and count up, and I always say in no particular order, so I don't even know why I'm counting down, whatever. But I guess let's go number five. Number five on this list is Doctor Doom. The look of Doctor Doom. From the striking green, hoodie, cape, then just the green in and of itself, let alone the metallic mask and the metallic suit, right? It's such an amazing design. And then even from the rivets, right? That is one key detail that I love, like the aesthetic of the rivets and the bolt, kind of like I wouldn't call them bolts, but I guess they are just rivets throughout his costume. And then you have this mechanical figure almost. Of course, he's not mechanical. He's just wearing a suit of armor. And then it's covered by a green cloak. So you have like the softness of the cloak, or at least when I'm looking at it in an image, and then compared to the hard, cold metal underneath, it's so indicative of the character. The design of him speaks volumes for the type of villain he is. So definitely a must on this list. Let's go on to the next one. Number four are the Sentinels, an X-Men staple. Villains amongst villains, and they're not even really alive. Well, not all of them. There are some sentient Sentinels, but the Sentinels have such an iconic look. The purple, the red, just the way they look, those cold eyes, because they're machines, right? And the fact that they are primarily built for one thing only, it's to hunt down mutants, right? And they evolve throughout time. But just the overall look of the Sentinels is such a key aspect of the X-Men mythos alone. So not just the characters themselves, but the design. Legendary. Let's go on to the next one. You can't have Spider-Man without Venom. Created by Todd McFarlane in issues 298, 299, and then of course 300, which is the first full appearance, and all that nonsense that us comic book collectors have to deal with is a whole other thing. But making his debut in those comic books introduced by Todd McFarlane, after Peter Parker loses the symbiote suit, it goes to Eddie Brock. Eddie Brock gets the suit and becomes Venom. And just the iconic look. Now, I can argue that technically that look was on Spider-Man first, sure, but Spider-Man wasn't a villain, and this is strictly villain designs. And Venom, with his mass and his girth and the muscles, and of course, how can I leave this out? The tongue, right? The sharp teeth and the tongue. Yeah, that's right. I'm doing this whole number. It's such a key look to Venom. So the design of the all black with the white spider, and then the eyes, the teeth themselves, and that tongue. So good. Some might even say so simple in a way, but yet so excruciatingly good. So let's go on to number two. Number two on the list is Dark Phoenix. Now, I love me some Phoenix. The green, I mean, she's right there. The green with the gold gloves, the sash, but I also have me some Dark Phoenix there. That emblem in the middle with the red and the gold, the color scheme in and of itself, the fact that it changed from Phoenix to Dark Phoenix, and then her color scheme changes, and it's not even going from like a Spider-Man to Venom, right? Like a nice bright blue and red to an all black, you know. No, the color scheme just changed, and yet it fit. Like you could tell that this is not Phoenix. This is not the original Phoenix. It's Dark Phoenix. Obviously, they tell you in the book, in the storyline, but the color scheme in and of itself, and the fact that it's almost similar to Phoenix, but the that bright red and that gold just looks, it looks so good in my opinion. And then the emblem itself, the way the emblem looks, I think is easily top five any Marvel Comics emblem. I mean, there's some huge ones like Punisher, right, and others, but this would be easily in anyone's top five, I would assume. She is in mine. So let's move on to number one. Number one, before I get to it, as always, these lists are so damn hard because I've thought about making them top 10 because there's just so many characters, so many designs, so many to choose from. But I like the fact that it's difficult. That's why I think, in my opinion, it's better to do a top five because it is that much more difficult. You leave out so many. As always, let me know in the comment section below what your five favorite Marvel comic villain designs are. But number one, for me, my opinion, and again, in no particular order, Green Goblin. A pattern that you're probably noticing by the end of this video is the color scheme, the schematics, right? I did the Doctor Doom, that just green cloak, right? The Sentinels, that those bright, you know, pink and purples, that shouldn't really go with a machine that kills, you know, living beings, and yet it's like this kind of fun, you know, the blues and the, it's right there. um, and then Venom, once again, the color scheme, right? The simple black and white, Dark Phoenix, I just said. And Green Goblin, that purple and green is just, you know, it's all of the above that I just said. Legendary, iconic, amazing. You know, let's just go down the Spider-Man. It's astounding. It's ultimate. It's amazing. And the Green Goblin, and then that look, right? It's a there's been different iterations, but it's a mask, it's his actual face, it's a transformation that he turns into the Green Goblin. Whatever the case may be, depending on which story you're reading in the Spider-Man runs out there, there's no denying that the Green Goblin original face, just those bug eyes and that smile, and on paper as you're reading the comic book, it just looks maniacal. He looks like just no remorse, evil. And that's who Green Goblin is. So the design of the way they made him look is just like on point with, you just believe that he is the quintessential villain, right? I mean, I would put Green Goblin up against someone like the Joker, who is as iconic to Marvel Comics as Joker is to DC Comics. But those are my top five favorite. And that's it for this video. As always, collect what you love what you collect. See you guys in the next one.